Hello and welcome to vlog 3 of The Voice of Kali. Happy New Year to everyone. My name is Ekta. I'm the author of the book The Voice of Kali. I want to talk about resolutions today. It's New Year, so I am assuming that everyone has made some resolutions and maybe have started working on them as well. But what's the right way? What is the Kali consciousness way of making a resolution? What is the spiritual way of making a resolution? There is one way of making it from a human consciousness, where we make these promises like, I'm going to read more, I'm going to start working out, I'm going to start taking a walk, I'm going to probably invest time with myself more, I'm going to write a book. Those are all the resolutions that we make with that human consciousness mind, where everything is very much about, I think I need this, so I need to make a promise, I need to work hard to get this, and eventually I will get it. But what is the spiritual consciousness, the Kali consciousness way of making a resolution? The right way, in a sense, of making a resolution. So what I do every New Year, on the first day of the year, though I don't believe in time and space, I think it is all immaterial, but for the sake of discipline and for the sake of being humans and living with the rules of human society, I do sit on the first day of the New Year and I sit in silence, at least for about 10 minutes. I just sit in silence. Now, the initial thoughts that come first are a lot of chaos, a lot of noises, some of my own words that are coming in within me, some of my surroundings, some about, the chatter, the inner chatter just keeps going. But then you just let it happen, observe it and let it happen, and eventually put all your focus on your inner voice. Whatever inner chatter is going on, just bring all your focus around, so that you're not hearing the honk of the cars or the birds or whatever sound is outside, the rain or whatever sound is outside you. And once you have put all that thought within you, then ask the universe. I do it. My spiritual guide is Kali, so I ask Kali, but you can just ask the universe. There's divine consciousness everywhere. Ask the universe, what is that lesson that I'm meant to learn? Remember, we all are souls, and we made a plan before we came here. We took this body, we made a plan that I'm going to be taking this body, I'm going to be in this family, or I'm going to be surrounded by these people or face these situations so I can learn a certain lesson. But eventually we forget what lessons we have to learn, and we immerse in this daily Maya that is around us. We forget our identity as the soul, and we only remember our identity as this body, as this person that we are, surrounded by these people. The situations make us sad, or emotions are there. There's happiness, there is a lot of other emotions. So what is the Kali consciousness way of taking this forward is by reminding yourself for those 10 minutes that you are a soul and you have come here to learn certain lessons which you may have forgotten, which we have definitely forgotten, in fact. So for those 10 minutes, leave it to the universe that, okay, I'm going to start this new year. I'm going to start that there's a new beginning happening, but what are the lessons I need to learn? And I guarantee you the answers will come. It may not come immediately, depends on how your consciousness is awakened, how much is it awakened. Sometimes some people are in super consciousness, or they have that, they instantly connect. It could be even a moment of connection, or you go into deep thoughts or meditation within yourself and you get those answers immediately. Or it may just come within days. So for me, last year, the answer came that I need to start learning Sanskrit. I did not question it because I thought and I believed and I had the faith that this is what I may have planned for myself in this certain time, that I will be doing this. for some reason that I don't understand now. So I enrolled myself to a course in Sanskrit, and definitely I understand towards the end of the year why I did that, because I started reading more of the Bhagavad Gita, and I was reading more of Vedas, and definitely I needed Sanskrit as to expand my vocabulary in Sanskrit for that. So it was necessary for me at that time. And this year I was led to read the book by Paramahansa Yogananda, Autobiography of a Yogi. Now I've had this book for last I think 5 to 6 years, and I tried to read it, but I didn't reach far, because probably my own spiritual consciousness was not developed at that time. But you have to work on yourself to be able to understand a certain wisdom. That inner work has to happen. So I did that. Probably I've done that over years, and I was ready for that new knowledge, and I was directed to read it. And as always, without a question, I started reading it, and definitely there were some answers that I got of something that I had been asking for. So the right way of making a new year resolution is the Kali consciousness way, the divine consciousness way. The spiritual way of making a new year resolution is to ask the universe about what was the lesson that you were meant to learn, what is the lesson that you are now meant to learn at this particular timeline, while you're surrounded by these people, while you're facing this situation, or for whatever situations that are going to come. How is it that you need to learn yourself? You train yourself, and that is what a mumukshu does, a seeker. Mumukshu is a student of life, a seeker, and aren't we all that? So Happy New Year again. I hope you all move forward in your spiritual journey and connect to your own inner Kali. Thank you so much.